Took me a long time to figure this out, but I got some pieces together that came with the kit. I found this, and now I've gotten wires out of the way and I've gotten it up as close as I can to the water pump, and the wires are nice and clear because they were these wires here were way over here and that wasn't gonna work. So now I just got to measure for the belt and go buy another belt, another one. I went to the store this morning and got a belt. This is a 31 because they didn't have a 30.5, which would have put it a little further away. But that's not bad, I guess. There's a couple inches there, maybe. Keep an eye on it, I guess. I had to adjust it a whole, I don't know, inch, 2 inches out. Should be able to get closer than that. Might call around and see if I can find somebody that has a 30.5. Yeah, this is a 30-inch belt because I couldn't find a 30.5 anywhere. So I had to put it on this side and then run it over the top of this, and I got it to about here. Actually, I had to put it inside of here, then put it on the alternator, and then kind of run it around about to here, and then I just got in and turned the key and it went on. It's pretty loose still yet, so that's gonna work. And then look how far away that is. That's freaking perfect. We'll see how much it moves when I adjust it, but here we go. Okay, that's tight, and the plug is there. There's all kinds of room now. That's perfect. That's gonna work great. Got it. Victory. So I went for a ride, and lots of transmission fluid coming from the belt housing again. This transmission's coming out. Look at that, it's all over. All over. Even flung up on the starter. It's either the seal or the converter's got a crack in it, one of the two. So this transmission's done. It's coming out and getting all new seals and gaskets. Okay, I think I figured out what I did wrong. This ground on the battery was not grounded to the chassis. So I took this ground wire and I touched it here, and guess what happened? The radio turned on. This light got a whole lot brighter. I don't know how it was even lighting, but it got a whole lot brighter. I wasn't getting a good ground on my chassis. I was over here testing because I figured out the exciter wire needs 12 volts, right? And that this is where that 12 volts come from. So I was like, okay, if it's not getting voltage, because it gets voltage and then it doesn't get voltage and then it gets voltage, it charges and then it doesn't charge. Okay, well, I was losing ground probably, because now when I touch the positive here and the negative there, I get 12 volts. When I touch the negative here, I get 12 volts. I mean, I can touch the negative almost anywhere that's a clean connection to the chassis, and I'll get 12 volts now. And so I can't start this because I pulled the transmission and I sent it to get fixed, because I'm just tired of messing with it. I sent it to Maxwell Transmission to get all the leaks fixed and maybe even a rebuild. I don't know, it depends what they say. But I think I'm gonna get voltage now. I'll let you know once I get the transmission and I can start this thing again. But I think that's a big deal. I couldn't believe it. I was back here messing around. I was following the voltage, right? I was like, okay, I'm not getting volts up there. So I started testing and testing and testing and touching everything. And I took a jumper wire, and I don't know what gave me the idea, but I took a jumper wire and I touched it here and here. And I figured, well, that would be a chassis ground. That'd be a way to check the chassis ground. I guess that's why I did it. And then the radio kicks on and starts playing. And now that dash up there, that's always lit up. Well, why? Because everything Holley goes straight to the battery. You know, that's their way of eliminating this issue. I still had the issue, but their shit worked because everything went to the battery. Everything. Well, the radio didn't. The radio didn't go to the battery, and I could turn the key on and the radio wouldn't come on until the engine started. So it was obviously getting its voltage from the alternator, but the alternator was only kicking out like 12.9 volts. I'll bet you that sucker kicks out 14 now. We'll find out. We'll find out soon enough.